Good morning, my loves. Welcome back to another vlog. I'm not really vibing with my hair this morning. It's just not sitting how I want it to sit, so we're just going to ignore that. Sometimes when I put my hair up like this, it looks really good. Sometimes it just looks weird, so we're just going to ignore my hair for now. But yeah, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you are new here. Today I thought I would just do a little spend the day with me. It's also Sunday and I have a few things to do around the house and groceries and stuff like that, so it's also going to be like a Sunday reset kind of vibe. I have of course just made myself a coffee in a cute little Christmas cup to sip on whilst I am getting all of the stuff done, just as a little reward. So I've made a list on my phone of all of the things that I need to get done today. I'll pop a screenshot of that up on the screen. But yeah, so these are the things that I want to get done this morning. I want to have a nice productive morning and then hopefully a nice relaxing afternoon. That's the plan. So I'll smash all of this stuff out hopefully relatively quickly and then have a bit of R&R this afternoon and just be able to relax and recover a little bit before heading into the new week. Okay, first things first, I need to strip the bed to get these sheets in the wash because obviously that takes the longest. These sheets are definitely overdue for a wash. Hats off to anyone that stays on top of cleaning their sheets every single week, because could not be me. I do these, I'd like to say every 2 weeks, but honestly it ends up being every like 3, sometimes 4 weeks. And look, I know that's really gross, but that is just me being honest. That's just my reality. Stripping and then having to remake the bed, specifically putting the doona cover back on, is something I do not enjoy. We love our white sheets in this house. It is all we use, and my fiance is a tradie, so naturally the sheets get a little bit gross and yellow, and I'm also a non-toxic, low toxic living girly, so I'm not into using like bleach or toxic laundry whiteners or anything like that. So this is my little go-to non-toxic concoction to whiten our sheets and our clothes. So I just use bicarb soda, or baking soda I think Americans call it, and I just sprinkle some of that in the tub, chuck my sheets in, and then hydrogen peroxide, chuck some of this in the laundry detergent compartment. Fresh bottle. And then I do a little bit of our normal laundry detergent as well. And then lastly, some white vinegar, but I put this in the, I don't know what the compartment's called. I think it's the fabric softener compartment. And it basically gets released like halfway through the cycle instead of right at the beginning, because white vinegar and bicarb soda, they obviously cancel each other out. So we don't want this to release straight away, so I put it in the compartment that gets released midway through the cycle after the bicarb soda's already done its thing. And then wash that on a nice hot cycle. I usually do 60 degrees. And voila. All right, next up, we're gonna give this kitchen a nice clean. this little spray that I have been using is my homemade non-toxic like all-purpose cleaner. I use this on pretty much everything from just like cleaning surfaces to cleaning windows. It also works really well on shower screens at removing like the soap, scum, build-up, whatever. All it is white vinegar, like I don't know, yay much. You could measure it. There's lots of like exact recipes out there on TikTok, but I just wing it every time and it works out fine. So white vinegar, dishwashing liquid. I use the brand, I honestly couldn't tell you what brand it is. I think it's called Eco Store or something. Haven't actually looked into whether it's 100% non-toxic, but it's definitely low toxic in comparison to all of the other dishwashing liquids at Coles and Woolies. So yeah, white vinegar, dishwashing liquid, just like a decent squirt, and then fill it up the rest of the way with water. And this is what I have used for honestly going on like 2 years now. Okay, it's time to do potentially my least favorite task, which is meal plan. I don't know why, but something about planning all the meals for the week, breakfast, lunches, dinners, snacks, just mentally drains me. But it's something that needs to get done. It's something that's very important. So we're gonna do this together. Lucas is here as well. He's gonna help me, obviously. So I just got this weekly planner from Kmart. You probably actually can't see that very well because it's black. We just use this weekly planner from Kmart. This was literally like $6. So that all of the meals for the week can be displayed, just so that we're on the same page about everything that is happening for dinners. And then when it comes to meal planning, I just jump in my Notion, because within my Notion I have like a recipe database of like all of our favorite recipes that we use. I just find it helps to reduce like the mental load of trying to remember every single meal, because I don't know if anyone else is the same, but if I sit down to meal plan and I don't have any recipes or meals in front of me, I will forget every single recipe and meal to ever exist and my mind just goes completely blank. So I just use a little recipe database within Notion, and it's like categorized by dinners, lunches, snacks, breakies. Okay, the meal planning is done, and we've also just gone through and made our shopping list because we're about to head out and go do the groceries. If you are someone that lives with a partner or anyone like that, who you like share meals with, share groceries with, that kind of thing, highly recommend setting up a shopping list in the Notes app of your iPhone, and then sharing it with them if they have an iPhone as well, or if you have an iPhone even. But my partner and I use that app just there. If you didn't already know, you can create a shopping list in there, and it literally automatically like sorts everything out into sections for you, which number one is really handy when you are walking around the shops, because you don't want to be darting across all the different aisles if everything isn't categorized. But highly recommend having a digital shared shopping list if you are a female or whatever, and you just carry a lot of that mental load of knowing what groceries you need, knowing what you've run out of, etc. My partner Lucas is absolutely incredible. He does a lot for us. He does a lot around the house, but just naturally, obviously, because I'm home more, and I think as females sometimes we just pick up slightly more on the different little things that the house needs. So I like that I can pop it into the shopping list and he can also see what we need, instead of me having to keep everything all up in my brain here. And if he is ever ducking by the shops, he can see the shopping list and he can pick up all of the things that are on there, instead of having to ask me what we need and me having to remember what we need. I can literally just brain dump it in the shopping list and then he can see it from his phone as well. And I also find it really handy using this because I can use Siri to add things to my shopping list. Just something about like having to go and write down on a shopping list, or having to go into an app to add something to your shopping list. There's just that extra step, which means me and other people, I'm sure, avoid it and forget to do it. So if I ever realize we're out of something, I can use Siri to add it to the shopping list, which is so handy because then I can make sure I add it the second I realize we need it. Like I can literally just be like, hey Siri, add bananas to the shopping list.
Okay, I've added bananas to the shopping list.
And then that's done, and I don't have to ever think about the fact that we need bananas again, because it's on the list and it won't be forgotten about. Anyway, that's my random little tip of the day. Use the Reminders app to share a shopping list with your partner, or if not that, just some kind of digital thing that you can both access, so that you don't have to keep everything all up in your little brain, and your partner or whoever else does the shopping as well can see it as well and know what the house needs. We finally got a trolley. Alright, we are back home. She was a pretty big grocery shop, so I'm just going to give you guys a real quick rapid fire grocery haul. We did majority of our shopping at Aldi, and then we just ducked into Coles to get all of the things that we couldn't find at Aldi. So, coconut flakes, jasmine rice, dark chocky, some organic bolognese sauce, dark chocolate chips, chia seeds, taco shells and taco seasoning, light coconut milk, diced tomatoes, lots of nanis, 3 sweet potatoes, 2 mangoes, cucumber, fresh avocado, 4 taties, potatoes, shredded lettuce, pizza cheese, 4 protein yogurts. These are like the Aldi version of YoPro. Tzatziki sauce, dip, sauce, what do you call it? Dip. Thickened cream, cream cheese, ham, 2 things of grass-fed beef mince, lots of chicken breast, cocoa powder, Greek seasoning, caramel syrup, peanut butter, extra lean chicken sausages. Never tried these before, but gonna try having them with my brekkies just for a bit of extra protein, chicken mince, milk, we always go unhomogenized, cottage cheese, Baby Bell cheeses, some of the YoPro Perform, so like the 20-gram protein ones, cereal, Crispix honey, never had or heard of this before, but Lucas wanted it, eggies, and then last bag, dishwashing liquid. This is the stuff that I use actually that I mentioned earlier, Eco Store, the lemon dish liquid, Cocoa Bella in the chocolate flavor, seeded bread, Cobb's little coconut popcorn packets, and then 2 things of bagels, one in the natural and one in the everything bagel. Okay, so that's everything we got this week. All up she cost about $290, so definitely not cheap, but groceries just aren't cheap these days, and I don't know what else to do to get the cost down because we already shop at Aldi. But that's for all of our brekkies, lunches and snacks for the week. On the menu this week we are having schnitzels with Asian salad and potatoes, beef tacos, creamy garlic chicken, tomato chicken gnocchi, salmon bowls and Greek bowls, and then for my brekkies I'm gonna do eggs, one of those sausage things, and then probably some like baked sweet potato or some fruit or something like that on the side. Lunches are going to be some leftovers from some of these meals, and then snacks I'm gonna meal prep some mango chia puddings, some chocolate chia mousse, some chocolate peanut butter protein balls, and then I'll also have smoothies, some popcorn and some ham, cheese, tomato corn thins. And then Lucas is having, I think he's making like some bolognese for his work lunches. I think he's making like bolognese. What else are you making?
And like a creamy garlic chicken with some macaroni.
Like
sauce.
a creamy garlic chicken pasta thingy.
Yeah.
And then YoPros and stuff like that for his snacks. So that is us all shopped for the week. I was hoping to be able to get time to meal prep as well today, but it's almost 6 o'clock. Where has the day gone? So I definitely do not have time to meal prep today, so I'll get that done tomorrow instead, but that is fine. I have made it most of the way through my little list that I had for today. Let me just open it up. So the only thing that I haven't gotten around to doing is vacuuming and mopping down here, just because we ran out of time, but I'll just do that tomorrow or something instead. And I also didn't have time to relax like I said I would. I said I was hoping that I would get all the cleaning done this morning and then be able to relax this afternoon, but that didn't happen either. We ended up having to go for a big drive, long story, to drop Lucas's old work car off, so that took up like 3 hours of our day. So definitely been a little bit more time poor today than I was hoping, but that's okay. Apologies that this is very red. This probably isn't very pleasant to watch, but we're just gonna have to live with it. We only use our red lights in our room after dark. So that is my Sunday all done. We are all tucked up in bed now. I apologise that this vlog this day kind of just ended up as a clean with me. I didn't really end up getting up to much else. I was hoping to get a lot of other things done and also relax and stuff like that, as you guys know, but that just didn't happen. So this vlog pretty much just turned into lots of cleaning. So I guess if you need some cleaning motivation, there you go. But yeah, we're all tucked up in bed now. We've got our teas. I'm having a chamomile tea.
I've got a peppermint.
He's got a peppermint tea, and I'm just going to read on my Kindle for a little bit before we head off to sleep. I've just started a new book. I'm reading, what is it called? People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. I've only just started this one. I literally just finished Happy Place from her, which I really liked. I really like Emily Henry's writing, so I got another Emily Henry book. My reading very much comes and goes in waves. I'll read lots every single day for a month or so, and then for whatever reason I just won't pick up my Kindle for a few weeks, and then I'll all of a sudden get back into it. Don't know why. That's just the way life goes. But anyway, thank you so much for spending the day with me. I hope you enjoyed coming along on my little Sunday resetting the house, resetting our life. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate you all so much, and we will see you in my next video. Bye.